This this episode of Capes and Lunatics is brought to you by Tweaked Audio. Get awesome headphones, go to tweakedaudio.com and use the coupon code Southgate to get 30% off, free shipping, and a lifetime warranty. Or you can get there through the link on our website, southgatemediagroup.com.
This is Luca Perk, and you're listening to the Capes and Lunatics Podcast.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another week of the Nightwing news. I am Phil. Joining me, as always, is
Kristen. Hello.
I thought I was going to say Nightwing, along with his owner, Kristen. That's right. So we're back once again, another episode celebrating 80 years of grace, and what's been called the boy wonder years.
That's right.
This time we're talking
8 years of grace. The boy man and Bat Wonder years.
Yes. Well, the story we're talking about, he's still a boy. Tonight,
that's true. This is a boy wonder moment.
We're talking the Batman.
You are correct.
Batman Chronicles The Gauntlet.
Mm-hmm.
From 1997. I remember buying this new, but
wow.
Yes, I forget what month it was. I did buy this new, but yeah, it's 19.
Yeah, did Dixon write this or somebody else?
No, this is by, well, it says story and art by Bruce Canwell and Lee Weeks.
Okay, well, Good job, Bruce and Lee.
I'm familiar with Lee Weeks' art, but I've never heard of Bruce Canwell before, I don't believe.
Well, good job, Bruce.
And I guess this must have been a Batman Chronicles special, which is kind of weird because the Batman Chronicles was a quarterly book.
Yeah, and that's right. But it was not just Batman. No. Devin Grayson's first thing she ever wrote was for the Batman. Well, not first thing she ever wrote, but first Batman thing she wrote was for the Batman.
And from 1995 to 2001, it was oversized. So it had like 3 stories, usually one with Batman and then 2 other stories with other Bat characters. And it was quarterly, so like with all the other Batman books, since there's 52 weeks in a year, that way you could get a Batman book every week of the year. They kind of did that with Superman.
That was smart.
They kind of did that with Superman too, except it wasn't a thicker book. It was just like once a quarter they had an extra book.
Yeah, that's cool. Well, it sounds like not the quarterly thing, but it sounds a little similar to the Batman family books in the 70s. That were kind of compilation books. Actually, those might have started out quarterly, and then they went to every other, I want to say, or something like that.
Yeah, but I did remember, like back in that period, they wanted Batman and Superman to have a book every week.
Dang, yeah. Well, actually, the original Batman books were quarterly. That's why they had 4 stories in them, because
one the whole year.
Even though, I'm sure kids tore through them. Bam, and then they were left waiting.
Yeah, back in the late 90s, they a lot of the big characters had like almost so many books. They had one almost every week, like Spider-Man, even at Marvel and stuff. And
well, I bet Batman has one every week now. Almost
kinda, because I think Batman's still twice a month, and I'm trying to is Detective still twice a month?
That might only be once a month. But he's in Batman and the Outsiders now, right? And so that's another one. Yeah.
And he's in Justice.
Maybe Batman, but the Batman family definitely puts a book out once a month, like every week at least. There's at least one every week.
At least, there's always, got Nightwing, got
Batgirl.
Catwoman.
Oh, right. That one.
Yeah, you got
I think Red Hood in the Outlaws is under the Bat family.
The Outlaws,
branch, right?
Yes.
Although Teen Titans is not.
I mean, kind of sort of with Damian, but still.
Yeah.
So yes,
who knows?
Kristen's right.
That's all fake. That's all fake classification anyway.
Yeah, the Bat family puts out.
That they do. I didn't mean that to sound bad, but it came out that way.
So that's weird. So like the Batman Chronicles was like an extra book, so you got like an extra book for the extra, an extra special for the extra book.
The extra book for the extra book. It's like an annual of the extra book.
Yeah, that makes sense, but it doesn't even say does it say annual? No. It just says Batman Chronicles.
No. Hey, I guess maybe somebody had, because this is even before Nightwing Year One, so it wasn't as though, oh, we have this idea for the Gauntlet, now we need to establish it. So I don't know, maybe Bruce and Lee just had a good idea and took it and
Unless
ran
they were
with
cashing
it.
in on Dick's first ongoing series, because this was like what, a year, and then
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true. Anyway, it's a good one.
Mhm.
It has a snazzy cover.
Yes, I do like that black and white cover. Yeah,
Yep,
mostly black
minimalist
and white. Yeah, you get the red.
with the red. Yeah, pretty sweet.
So yes, it starts with an attempted gangling killing.
Yeah, yeah. Setting up the extra little bit. Sorry, who is it? Minette, right? Joe Minette. And the gangsters, and Batman wants to get rid of them. But what's gonna happen?
Yeah,
Well, we know
'cause this
what's
gang-
gonna happen.
yeah,
Batman
this
is.
gang's about to kill this greaseball, as they call him.
Yep. But we find out it's a special greaseball, not just any old greaser.
So Batman. I love that splash page on part 2. Yeah, just Bruce diving in.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah, that's cool.
Sets off like
That's
a
good.
flare that like blinds all the guys.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Joe Minette deals.
And then how later on he just throws all those batarangs to hit their guns, and of course they're perfectly hit. I feel like people have kind of talked about the batarangs, and that really in real life the batarangs would kind of be hard to aim, but you know, in the comics everybody always aims them amazingly.
Yeah,
because they're a very weird shape.
Well, at least anymore they don't like come back to him. It's usually like this, where they like embed themselves in somebody's arm or something, or like even like on Justice League, or like even in the comics, like you have like exploding batarangs.
Yeah. They aren't all that boomerangy. Yep. And then I do like how he kind of has the old style car. I mean, this is a new book, but they still use the kind of old style Batmobile.
Well, yeah, it's a flashback, but yeah. Oh, with the big bat head on the front of it. That's like my second favorite Batmobile. Yeah.
Which one's your first favorite?
I like the 89, the one from the 89 movie.
Yeah, I like Batman the Animated Series Batmobile. That's like
it's kind of the same one as the movie, except it's like more like rectangle. It's like it's not as rounded.
Yeah, because even though she was the villain in 101 Dalmatians, Cruella de Vil had a kick-ass car. Her car was awesome. I was like, dang, that's a sweet car. And the Batmobile a little bit reminds me of that. How it's
but yeah, this Batmobile with the bat's head, we'll kind of get that in when we get the Prodigal, because Dick and Tim will be riding around in that Batmobile, because Azrael blows up the other Batmobile in Nightfall.
Dang, Azrael. Rude. Bruce is rich, but those Batmobiles ain't cheap.
In it. And Azrael tries to blow him up in the car.
Right. What a jerk.
So, yeah, Batman takes down the thugs, and then he goes back to the cave.
Yep, and who's in the cave but Dick Grayson, practicing on the punching bag and stuff. And this is a really weird thing to get interested in, but he's wearing these weird little sock things.
Yeah.
That I'm like, are these some kind of special gymnast socks or something?
Well, he's in a cave. Maybe it's cold.
I mean, that's true, but they should wear a real shirt.
And maybe it's just the art, but like his face, like Dick's face here, doesn't he look like Tim a little bit?
Yeah, a little. I think that sometimes, that one. I'm very bad at showing it on the screen. Yeah, he does. It's kind of the big thing that gives it away is the hair, because they never had Tim do the spit curl. Did they?
Yeah, but like even back in the day, didn't Dick's was like wasn't as messy.
Yeah, but like back in the day, as in the 40s and stuff, Dick kind of had that like curl going on. So I think they're kind of hinting at that. But yeah, I mean, it can be hard to tell the Bad Boys apart because it's like dudes with black hair and blue eyes, depending on the person who's drawing them.
So
But then Batman is giving him the 411. Yeah, Joe Manette thinks he's above the law. Batman's gonna teach him differently.
maybe Robin should be your teaching assistant. He's like, "Are you sure you're ready for my final exam?"
Your final exam, and then he says, "Mister, doing some sweet gymnastics, bopping around. At least any test you give me." Boom. And so now the gauntlet is on
for July 4th weekend.
Yep. Which weirdly kind of, I mean, obviously this is later. It kind of weirdly fits into Dark Victory with everything happening around holidays.
Wait.
So it means they're gonna miss the fireworks that Alfred put out.
Yeah, so this is
well, no way. It's two daybreak on 4th of July, so they can do it at night on July 4th.
Because he says, we'll do it July 4th weekend. That'll give you a couple of weeks.
Yep. And then boom, it's July 4th weekend.
Yeah.
And first we see, Joe Manette is
Oh yeah, and he figures out. Doesn't he figure out there's an undercover cop in his organization?
Yes. Excuse me. There's a mole.
He's been meeting with Captain Gordon.
That's right. Because this is early days still. Gordon hasn't been promoted to commissioner. Although they go back and forth with that. Because, of course, in the very first Batman comic, Detective, 27?
Yeah.
I think. He's already Commissioner Gordon.
Well, it's like after Crisis, once they did Batman Year One, it's like Gordon comes to town from Chicago, like right around the time Bruce is like, getting ready to become. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. When they changed things up, well, and they made Alfred more important. I mean, not that Alfred wasn't important, but they made him there, from the beginning and all that kind of stuff. Yep. And then we get a hint. It's like Chekhov's gun, a hint that these playing cards are important because they punch them out of the hands of Rick, who's playing with them. Your cards are making me crazy. I was like, something might be up with these playing cards.
It's like, yeah. Then Manette tells this guy, collect any evidence.
Delicane.
Take any evidence the guy's collected, and then shut up our friend Ricky for good.
So, bummer. Yeah, pretty much. Ricky's on borrowed time. Yeah. Alfred drops Dick off, and he gives him some... He reviews the rules, since we don't know the rules. Dick has to hear them for the 13th time, but readers only hear them for the first time. About how he has to stay away.
Stay inside city limits and remain in costume at all times. He gets a 6-hour head start. Then at sundown, Batman comes hunting to pass.
Batman, if Batman finds him before
tomorrow at sunrise,
then he doesn't pass. He's ready.
So then Alfred shakes his hand.
Alfred wishes him luck, but really, Alfred wants him to fail because Alfred is wise and knows that really you shouldn't be putting a kid out to fight crime.
Well, he says, is Master Dick best served by becoming a part of the Batman's violent world?
And we know that in the real world, the answer would be no. But in the comic book world, the answer is yes.
Well, Bruce tells him, he's like, it's important for Dick. He's like, when I lost my parents, I had no release for my anger and grief. He's like, the same emotions are churning away in Dick. Robin will be his release valve. Way to exercise that darkness before it can corrupt his soul.
Also, I love how gigantic the picture of his parents is. I feel like the picture of his parents is always getting bigger every time there's a story. I mean, seriously, that's the size of a movie theater.
I was gonna say like a king size bed, but that might be bigger.
I know. I mean, it's like, okay, I know you're rich, but I mean, are you for real?
They're like bigger than life size. That's how big that painting is.
I know, right? I was like, my parents are giants. My parents were 10 feet tall.
Symbolism as they're talking about the war,
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
So then Dick's 4:49 p.m. He's running through Crime Alley, like popping news pop.
Was that me? Sorry, I don't know what that was up
Here,
with. Yeah.
And then he lands on some.
So while Dick is in Crime Alley, he sees a crime. Go figure. It's Crime Alley.
Where?
Tells a woman to call the police, and he saves Ricky.
Yep.
And of course, it's funny. They're like, just some kid who wants to play hero. You know, they think it's just some random kid.
And the other one's like, all right, Robin Hood.
Yep. What are you doing? He's like, smacks those guys around.
You want a licking, brat?
Then
licking, and then he's like, you couldn't lick your lips.
That's pretty. That's a real burn. Unfortunately, they stab Ricky and run away.
What a burn.
Burn. Yes, that you couldn't lick your lips was a burn. Burn. But then, so Ricky is injured, and he says something about Gordon's lucky deck. And he says something about Gordon wants them. And so Dick takes the lucky deck. And of course, to make the story go on longer, Dick thinks, oh, shoot, I can't let the cops see me. I'll fail the test.
Yeah, so he's on the roof. He's checking out the cards, and he's like, wow, no wonder they wanted these cards.
Right, because the cards are not PG rated.
No, luckily his thumb's there to cover some stuff up.
Yeah, true.
So he thinks the mob is the mob can't rip.
I know. I love how they have the top one. Wow.
He's like, we're selling the police captain.
Yeah, he's like, oh my gosh. Gordon must have a wild side Batman doesn't know about. Ooh, Captain Gordon. Pretty much.
So,
which that is kind of a weird deck of cards to have, but I guess it fits in with his gangster persona.
It's the mob.
Yeah.
But I guess they figure a cop's not going to have those.
Yeah.
Gotham.
Exactly. And then suddenly everybody knows about the kid, and everybody wants him.
Actually call Minette. The goons call Minette, and they're like, Terra Nova's on a stretcher, but we couldn't find the evidence.
Some kid took his cards. What? You losers!
Well, they didn't even know it's the cards, I don't think, because they're like, oh, the kid interrupted before we could find the evidence, where he hid the evidence.
Right, yeah, that's true.
Find that. I want this kid.
Yep. And Gordon says, oh yeah, Ricky Terranova, he was doing our stuff, but some boy, yeah, right, he must be trying out a costume for the big 4th of July parade.
Batman and Gordon are meeting on the roof of police headquarters at sundown.
Yep. He left the job with the cards. And so Batman realizes, a random boy stopping crime dressed in a costume. I have a feeling this is my random boy, who happens to also be dressed in a costume. Because he correctly assumes there's not that many kids in costume running around on the 4th of July weekend. It's not Halloween. So now, Batman knows he has to try extra hard to find Dick, because Minette is trying to find
so Batman pulls the usual disappearing act on Gordon, and then he's figured out of course Dick's first stop would be Leslie Tompkins' clinic, because Dick doesn't know the city that well, but he knows Leslie, so he's figured he'd start there. And Dick, being the cocky little thing he is, leaves a clue for Batman.
Yep, in the eye socket of a skeleton. Yep. It's not a message, it's a puzzle. Dick's trying to taunt me. Oh. Batman is like,
If I was Batman, I'd be like, come on, kid. You know what? I do this every other Thursday with the Riddler. Come on.
Well, at least, but, it's nice the kid's trying, right?
Yeah, Batman figures out it's an address, of course.
Yup. And then Dick goes to the theater.
Yes, but he's spotted because someone calls the goons and tells him, yeah, kid's been spotted walking into the Globe Theater.
Yup. Batman notices a pattern, so he's going to be able to jump ahead. But he is pleased with what Dick is doing, even though he's noticing the pattern. He's like, oh, that's clever. So that's good.
Yeah, because the second location was the park, but Batman already figured that out. So he skips the park and then goes to the office of his chief international competition, which I don't think they even name drop.
No, we just know it's not Lex Luthor.
Well, we don't know that, but yeah, we just know it's not.
Well, the thing says something about Brian or something.
It's not Wayne Court.
No.
So yeah, Dick.
And it's going to go. So it's interesting. I guess I can kind of understand because on the one hand, you're sort of, oh, come on. Are we supposed to be showing how Dick is smart in this? But Batman's guessing the stuff. So I suppose it kind of shows. It makes sense that he is smart and Batman's acknowledging, oh, he's really clever. But he is just a kid. And
Batman's like,
right. You can't be better than Batman the first time out. That would just be
Batman's like, Rob, he's probably been leaving clues all over town all afternoon. So he's like, I wasted enough time. He figured out about the Globe Theater, but he's like, maybe I'll try a different approach. Because there are killers after Robin now.
Yeah, that's fair.
So.
That's fair. Although Batman does make one major mistake, which shows how much he cares about Robin. Although not a good plan. He goes to visit Joe Manette and he says, don't mess with that kid.
Yes, I love scenes like this. Manette walks into like his dark study, turns on the light, and there's Batman in the corner with his two unconscious thugs.
I know. That's some classic Batman right there.
Yeah.
And then actually also classic Batman is keep your slimy hands off the boy.
Throws him on the couch.
Yeah, but that's classic Batman's weakness. And then Manette's like, oh yeah, no worries. And he's like, oh, Batman already left. But light bulb, he cares about that boy.
I love how he's like, yeah, Batman, Joe Manette don't war on kids. And then the minute Batman's gone, he's like, kill this kid.
Yeah, it's like, by doesn't war on kids, I mean, absolutely 100% does.
Kill him, see?
Yep. Killing this kid is now suddenly my number one priority.
So yeah, then we see Manette's goons about to go in the Globe Theater, and Dick hears them coming. He's like, don't be Batman. Don't be Batman.
And they aren't Batman.
Mm-hmm. So in Home Alone style, Dick leaves I guess he was setting a thing for Batman, but
yep, instead it's a bunch of mannequins coming down to scare that guy.
Like smoke and sound. Ooh.
And then the guy has a sign that says "Kick me, I'm Elvis." And the guy freaks out and starts shooting bullets into a mannequin.
Comes down and kicks him.
Yep.
And he recognizes him as one of the goons from Crime Alley.
Realizes, uh-oh, this is bad.
So Dick sneaks out the alley into the alleyway, and then the other two goons see him, try to run him over and shoot him.
And also, you can't run fast enough, pretty boy. Pretty boy, that'll become a thing.
Right. So they chase him onto a...
What would Batman do? He jumps off the river. Although this one goon is pretty smart. He does say, yeah, but you didn't hear a splash, did you? So he knows he's hanging on to the bridge. Which I, quite frankly, was impressed, because so frequently Gotham goons are not smart enough to put that together.
Yes, then unfortunately, the helicopter shows up and starts shooting at Dick on the bottom of the bridge.
Yeah, you're like, didn't expect that.
So this is when
So he does end up splashing into the water. And then he goes into the sewer, which is kind of gross, but reasonably effective. And then Batman, believe me, and Robin, I'll have to get personal. Batman never seems to acknowledge that that was not a smart move to tell Manette that he cared about the boy, but whatever.
But then more goons see Batman start firing on the Batmobile, which like goons will never learn. You don't shoot at Superman or the Batmobile. It's not going to work.
Yeah, it's true. There's this thing called bulletproof.
Yeah.
They are it.
And they basically don't. The goons don't pay attention and run off the road. But then, back in the sewers, the goons are tracking Dick, and he gets to jump on two of them, but then two of them have him at gunpoint.
Yeah.
Snuff you right now.
While Batman is talking to one of the guys in the car crash.
Yep.
And finds out Joe Manette wants the kid. Then they take Robin to some warehouse where they tie him up very ineffectively.
Well, the goon tells Batman where they were supposed to deliver the kid, so.
Yep. Batman goes, finds out. Yeah. Robin got himself untied. Then you see some goon who is most definitely reading DC Comics.
CD Comics.
CD, yeah, but
just from the few letters you can see, it looks like House of Mystery, but yes. And Batman.
Yeah. And it's the same design, the logo.
But Robin breaks free and makes a noose to hang the one guy, and Batman's watching and thinking, a textbook job. He made sure the rope missed the hanging vertebrae, the jugular vein, and the vagal nerve. The goon can hang for hours without danger of strangulation. Robin is going to be a very good soldier. A very good soldier.
Yep. I know. I mean, that sounds pretty miserable, even if you're not going to strangle, to be hanging like that. Long time seems not fun. But yeah, Batman in soldier mode. He's like, awesome.
But is he good enough to go one-on-one with Manette's top enforcer?
Well, we're about to find out.
Yep.
Boom. Robin flipping around on Dick Lane. Batman's thinking, oh, maybe I'm not needed.
Your history dirt. I love that. Another splash page. Your history dirtbag.
Yeah, your history dirtbag. Yeah, that's pretty classic. And the other one is I like when he tosses that one guy over and Batman says, where did that come from? I never taught Dick that move. Nice. Must be a modified circus
because
move.
He disarmed him with the gun. Maybe comes at him with a knife, and Dick flips him over.
Yep. Runs out. Oh, crap. There's a couple people. Joe Manette himself coming in a car. They never stop.
Manette's like, I want the evidence. Evidence from your penny and a porn dealer?
Yep. And then, they just happen to be running towards the barge with all of Gotham City's fireworks. Yep. How do we think this is going to end up?
Well, yeah, they're shooting at him. They're chasing Dick, and then Manette fires the shot. Yeah, that's off. Starts setting off the skyrockets.
Yes, because obviously they don't care. Oh, we're on a boat full of fireworks. Maybe we shouldn't fire our guns. They're like, nope. Let's fire our guns anyway. We don't care. Which is exactly what they do. Fireworks start going off. They're thinking Robin's about to jump.
But then
they think they've got him.
Has him at gunpoint, and Dick's asking him, why do you want a small fry like me? And he says, you had to pay for helping that damn snitch Terra Nova. And he's like, snitch? No, he must have been helping Gordon.
Joe Manette's having his thing. You beat my best man. There's no way out. But then, unbeknownst to Dick, Batman is on top of the crates. And Joe Manette sees Batman standing there and is like,
That's just long enough for Dick to grab the shotgun off him and throw him in the river.
Yup.
I love when Terranova or Manette has him at gunpoint, and he's like, and then I realized you were tied with the Batman. Boy, I wonder when you realized that, when Batman was throwing you against the wall and saying, "Stay away from the kid."
Yeah, or like, come on, he's dressed up. Who do you think he's with?
But I mean, if going head first in the wall didn't clue you in, it's like,
Yeah, right. Yeah,
duh.
for sure.
So,
And the fireworks going. Oh yeah, and then this random cop, not even Gordon, is like, "You set off enough sparklers to set the river ablazing." And Robin's like, "Yeah, whoa," but he's like, "I'm mixing up with the likes of Joe Manette. I don't want any costume scalawags running around my precinct. You understand?" Like he really does think he's just some random kid that was wearing a cape and running around on the 4th of July. Like, "Geez, kid." And then Gordon shows up and is like, I know. He's like, "Come on, kid, don't be messing around." And then I love this as someone who loves to watch the 60s show. When Gordon shows up at East Sergeant, he says Mother McCree, which is something that
I think it might be Chief O'Hara, but then
yeah, he's definitely modeled on Chief O'Hara, and Mother McCree was one of Chief O'Hara's favorite phrases.
Gordon's like, okay, let's take. I want your report, and I suspect these two need to talk privately.
Yep. I was like, "Oh no, Batman, I'll take the cards. How'd you know about the cards?" And he's like, "Yeah, well, I knew about the puzzles." Gives him the cards, and there, on one of the less salacious cards, is the little microchip. Robin's like, "Yeah, I made a bust. Woo, on my first night." But then Batman has to get all Batman and be like, "Well, you should have given these cards to Gordon immediately." And he's like, "Well, I didn't know that it wasn't porn and Gordon wasn't on the take." He's like, "You didn't consider all the possibilities." And so, like, this stuff I get, but at the same time, it also kind of feels like Batman just has to justify, "I'm proud of you, but I can't be too proud of you. So let me give you all these reasons why I'm not totally proud of you, because how are you? Geez, you could have. Why didn't you think that possibly these porn cards were not something bad and were just..." You're like, "All right, whatever, Batman. Whatever."
Because that put you in Manette's line of fire, and now the Wayne Foundation has to replace all these fireworks.
Which I'm like, it's not Robin's fault that criminals are idiots and fire gunpowder firearms on a bunch of fireworks. You could just be like, "Hey guys, Joe Manette blew up all your fireworks. What a loser. Let's tack it on to his crimes against the city." But I mean, also, whatever. Bruce Wayne has gazillions of dollars. He might as well spend them on fireworks.
Like, "Worst of all, I failed. It's way before sunrise," and Batman's basically like, "Yeah, the fireworks count."
Yep. But he has a cute little smile on his face. Smile for Batman. It's like a smirky smile.
Let's go introduce you to Captain Gordon, partner.
Yeah. Aww. Although in that last one, his body looks so adult, but the size is so small. Like, it is a little bit weird looking. He looks too old for a body that size.
I mean, maybe that's intent. Well, I think that's just the artist rendition, but I'm like, you can say that's kind of intentional to make people think they're not facing a challenge.
Well, but they are.
Well, yeah, I want to telegraph that though.
Well, but that's also part of the thing, is it throws bad guys off that a kid is effing with them. But yeah, he definitely deserves to pass because he saved that guy's life and made a bust. I mean, what more could you ask for on your first time out?
So did you just buy that digitally, or is it on DC Universe?
Oh, I'm on Comixology. It might be on DC Universe, but I bought it digitally a while ago. For me, some of my very favorite ones, well, because Comixology came out before DC Universe, so some of my very favorite ones I had already bought. And then sometimes because every once in a while, Comixology will have a good sale. I mean, actually, they have sales all the time, but sometimes they have a sale that's particularly good that I want. And then I get ones that are.
So is that on sale?
Like when it's buy one get one free? Usually ones I really like, I buy so that way just in case if they ever disappear from Comixology, or I mean from DC Universe.
Was that part of a sale?
Yeah, I mean a lot of the older Batman stuff you can get for $1.99 or 99¢.
Originally, this was $4.95.
I didn't pay that much. I think I probably paid $1.99, maybe 99¢.
Well, when this was brand new, it was $4.95. A little thicker than your average comic book.
Although honestly, $4.99 is pretty good because nowadays it probably costs $10.
Maybe not that much, but yeah, it might probably cost a little more. But yeah,
seven or eight, I bet. Yeah. The other thing is, Comixology will have sometimes ones for free. You can get a lot of number ones for free because I have a bunch of random ones on here that I haven't paid for because they were free. But yeah, I know it says on Comixology I bought 298 comics, but I know, but I haven't bought that many. Oh, because they were running a special one time. A lot of the Batgirl ones, like a couple years ago, they were having where you bought it and it came with a digital download too. So like I put the code in and then it gave me a free digital copy too. But yeah, I have just random ones. I mean, like I have a Darth Vader comic that was free. So yeah, but I do have the guy with Batman 66s. So that was because I dug that.
All right. So anything else on this issue?
Yeah. I think that is everything. It's a good one. You know, establishes a myth. It really I mean, I guess you have to, because I mean, the phrase "the Gauntlet" is not that hard to figure out, but it gives you a little bit more appreciation of some of the issues in Nightwing Year One if you've already read.
Well, speaking of Robin Year One, that'll be next week.
Or sorry, yeah, Nightwing. Yes, Nightwing Year One. The Gauntlet. Yeah, but yes, also.
So come back next week and join Batman, Robin, and even Joe Manette comes back.
And Two-Face.
Yep.
And Alfred's stunning narration, though. Alfred's
and a few other. There's like one or two other. Yeah, isn't Mad Hatter in an issue?
Yeah, he is. Yeah, and like some random middle school kids.
But yes, definitely be here next time for Robin Year One because it's a good story, and two, it's going to play into Prodigal when we get there also. So.
Yes, yeah. Although weirdly, Prodigal came first in terms of writing, and then Robin Year One.
Yeah, they basically did Prodigal, and then it's like, well, let's tell this untold story we were hinting at.
Yeah, they were like, hey, that was a really good story in there. We should write that.
I wonder if they got a bunch of letters saying, what is this story with Two-Face?
Yeah, I don't know. I think by that time people knew how comics worked. Like, oh, I'm just randomly making stuff up because you only come out once a month, so there's all kinds of things I don't officially know about for you to fill in.
All right.
But yeah. Awesome.
Right. Then let's get out of here. Yes. Send us your thoughts on Batman the Gauntlet. You can send them on Robin Year One so we can read them next time while we're going over the issues. Email us, capesandlunatics@gmail.com. Call the voicemail, 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. Follow Nightwing News on Facebook, Twitter. Follow all the social medias. You can find them all in one convenient place. That's Linktree, linktr.ee/capesandlunatics. And remember to support the sponsors, Tweaked Audio, Hunt a Killer, and make sure to pick up some books, like Pod Life the book. And for the discerning Nightwing fan, pick up The Great Boy Wonder. That's right. And when you go on Amazon, pick up those fine books. Use the Southgate Media Group link. Doesn't affect you at all, but it sends some money back to the company to help bring you such fine products as Nightwing News.
Nice.
Thank you very much. When you go on Amazon to buy buy these fine books and your naked girly playing cards, use the link.
And your microchips. Don't forget those.
Fireworks.
That's right, to put your evidence on so you can bust criminals too. Bust some skulls.
Skeletons.
Yes. Some skulls. Yeah, that's right. Bust some skills.
Layers.
I love that one.
All right. And I know you don't have anything to promote, right? I know
You did
you
all.
make me do the dirty work. Yes.
I know. Why mess with perfection, Phil? You've got it covered.
Dick Grayson Boy Wonder. Look at that. Get all of your Dick Grayson knowledge in this thick book. Look at that. All right. So yes, join us next time for Robin Year One. I keep wanting to say either Batman or Nightwing Year One, but yes, Robin Year One.
We're not there yet.
We'll get to Nightwing Year One. So yes, and remember, go to the Facebook page, Nightwing News, to find the complete list of everything we're covering there. So I'll have to read the whole list throughout all the whole time. So yes, go find the Facebook page, Nightwing News, follow us, check the list, send your feedback. That's right. Next time, Robin Year One. And remember, when Nightwing 69 comes out, send your thoughts on that too, the brand new issue.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think it's next. It's not next. So. But anyway, send your thoughts. But join us next time. Same bat time. Same wing time. Same wing channel.
Same wing channel.
Nightwing News. Keep flying, Grayson.